Fighting for law and order, Captain Video operates from a mountain retreat with secret agents at all points of the globe. Possessing scientific secrets and scientific weapons, Captain Video asks no quarter and gives none to the forces of evil. Stand by for Captain Video and his Video Rangers. Using nearby Mount Vindaram as a discharge point for his destructive force, the Sparrow chortled with glee as he received reports of the mounting flames. Pleased with the results, Colonel Sugrat still was disturbed because a certain courier hadn't arrived to bring him an oral message. And Video Rangers, you and I know why. And many, many thousand miles away, Captain Video had just made a difficult decision. Let's start our story with Captain Video.
Hello, Captain Video speaking.
Central Intelligence Department calling, sir. Just a moment.
Yes?
Lieutenant Martin speaking, Captain Video.
Oh, yes, Lieutenant.
The commissioner asked me to contact you directly with this recent report. It will bring your records up to date on Blonsey.
What's that? I can't hear you.
Air reconnaissance reports the movement of thousands of sheep and thousands of goats from the area surrounding Blonsey toward Parakoot, sir. In addition to which, our men in Parakoot report their whole area has been devastated by fire of undetermined origin.
Well, tell me this, were there any signs of sabotage?
As I understand it, sir, the heat of the flames was so great that even stones were burned to a powder. After
Really?
such heat, clues to sabotage would be very hard to find, sir.
All right. Now, look, Lieutenant, I'm on my way back to the laboratory. Will you send me further details on this by a special messenger?
Yes, sir. Together with aerial photos taken within the last 24 hours.
All right. I expect to hear from the ranger once I get back to the laboratory, and I want to forward this information to him.
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot, Lieutenant. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Yes, what is it?
Well, you look at the map. Your flight plane all fixed?
No, I'm not going to fly the plane. There's a lot more work to be done on it. I can't fly it and may never fly again.
Oh, why, you look at map.
Because I'd rather look at that map than your ugly face. Now get back to where you belong. Let me finish the work on this plane. Stupid natives. They knew this plane was fixed and I could fly it. They might try to stop me. Might even try to shoot me down. Be very careful. Yes, all is clear. All is clear. They've all gone down into the valley. I need about 3 minutes, that's all. I can roll the plane to the edge of the flying strip, and with a propeller at climbing speed, I can be in the air in 13 seconds. Yes. Land seat. Colonel Sugrat. Come on, Dr. Foley. Here's another chance, another opportunity to prove your luck.
Oh, it's you, Colonel Sugrat. Did you follow my advice? Shoot guns, make noise, indulge in violence?
Oh, but I have indulged in something much more astounding.
Oh, yes, I quite forgot. Parakoot. Did you see anything interesting?
Smoke clouds darken the sky. Even flames are visible.
I told you that little switch was a powerful weapon. You see, Colonel Sugrat, you military men have been slow to realize that science, pure science, is a more powerful weapon than all your armies in the world.
Indications from Parakoot are that the devastation is complete. The force of the blast knocked out even our communication.
No, the devastation is not complete. As a matter of fact, this was merely an experiment. A test, so to speak, to show what my little baby here can do when it's grown up. You see, Colonel Sugrat, this time we charged only the very peak of Mount Bindaram. Just 300 feet down from the very tip.
And what will happen when you are prepared to use the full power you generate here?
Seismographs all over the world will register terrific earthquake shocks. And the precise area under my attention will be as bleak, as desolate and cold as the other side of the moon.
Then of what use are my men?
To hold, to consolidate the gains I will have made, to fortify themselves against future attack by building me another baby, larger and more powerful than this one.
I begin to see the plan. A series of stations from which the power
Do
of...
not disturb yourself further. You rest your brain. Go move your men, move your sheep and goats, and leave the rest to me. Oh, by the way, have you received word from the courier yet with the complete message?
In the excitement, I forgot. I shall have my men check through to General Parole. The courier is long overdue.
I will call for you when next I perform an experiment. My next experiment. That will really astound the world. My next experiment. Fire, flames, smoke will cover the sky like an unbroken cloud and extend far out into the universe. Destruction by fire!
Off on another dangerous mission for Captain Video, the Video Ranger dons one of his most important pieces of equipment, the secret identifying ring.
Rangers, here's why this ring is so important to me and to all video agents, whether you're operating in the United States or any place in the world. If anyone questions your identity, all you've got to do is show them this ring. You see, the picture of Captain Video on the top is proof that you're a qualified video agent. You see, all our agents have orders to wear this ring at all times. It's part of our official equipment. So if any of you Rangers haven't gotten your ring yet, why, get one right away. And wear it at all times to show that you're on the side of Captain Video fighting to defend law and order.
Boys and girls, to get your Captain Video picture ring, get swell-tasting, long-lasting Powerhouse candy bars. Because it's the wrappers from this delicious taste treat that bring you this valuable identification ring. If you get the regular nickel-sized Powerhouse, you need 2 wrappers and 10 cents in coin. That's 2 nickel wrappers, remember. Or, if you get the big 10-cent Jumbo Powerhouse, you need only 1 wrapper and 10 cents in coin. Either way, mail your wrappers along with your name and address to Powerhouse, Box 95, New York 46, New York. You'll have your Captain Video picture ring in about 2 weeks. Better write that address down. I'll repeat it for you. It's Powerhouse, Box 95, New York 46, New York.
That's right, Commissioner Bell. Blakesley and the rancher are on their way to Blongzeit right now. Well, the plan is that as soon as Blakesley has been parachuted down, the ranger will make his return trip. Oh, I figure in about another 3 hours, sir. Yes, I'll contact you as soon as he gets back. Righto, Commissioner. Goodbye. Captain Video speaking, identifying numerals 135.
Video Ranger reporting numeral 621 to identify.
Oh, Ranger, it's about time I heard from you.
Well, I've been pretty busy, Captain. I've had to change my altitude and course twice to bypass a couple of hurricanes.
Why didn't you fly over the hurricane?
Well, Blakesley's eyesight was responsible for that, sir.
I don't get you, Ranger. What do you mean?
Well, he saw a plane which he thought to be a Japanese Zero, flying the same course that we're flying, only about 18,000 feet.
Well, that's very strange. Did you check that with the Bureau of Aviation?
Yes, sir, Captain. They say they gave no clearances to any such plane on any such course.
I get you. Well, Ranger, can you see the plane at all?
Yeah, we had to bypass it, though, Captain. I didn't want to get the pilot. You know, I don't want to give him a good look at our markings.
Could you see the markings on his plane?
Well, yes, sir. They were pretty blurred. Looked like he had paint all over them, but I could see the emblem of the rising sun shining through.
I get you. All right, Ranger, I'm going to check that plane with the Bureau of Aviation myself, but I want you to continue according to plan. I want Blakesley dropped on schedule and safely, okay?
Right, Captain. My arrival time will be approximately Spectrum 7, half quadrant, west.
Right, I've got it. Now let me speak to Blakesley, Ranger. I got a message for him.
Right, sir. Here he is.
Hello, chap. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Blakesley.
Having fun fixing video. You know, I must say, flying with the Video Ranger is quite an experience.
Yes, I've often said that myself.
Okay.
Now, look, Blakesley, Air Reconnaissance reports that there have been several large fires that have been completely unexplained in this area of Longzhi. And not only that, they've also noted that thousands and thousands of sheep and goats are being herded in the direction of Barakut.
Oh, mutton, eh? Well, I love it myself. Consider myself something of an authority on mutton, you know. Practically weaned on it, as you might say. But as for goats, well, I think I'll pass. You know, I really enjoy this trip very much. I say, old chap, I wonder if you could send me a few shillings.
Yes. Look, Blakesley, if you and the Ranger are all right, I think I'll sign off because it's almost scanning time. The next report I hear, I hope it will say that you have been dropped.
Dropped? Well, that sounds rather dreadful, but we shall have a go at it.
All right, Blakesley. Good luck. Captain Video signing off.
Blakesley signing off.
Now, let's see what my wonderful agent is doing. I'll set time elementation at 5 minutes, 40 seconds. Power on. Fade in delayed circuit pattern, KRGL6, and sharp focus.
All we ask is a square deal. We won't stand being robbed any longer. You're not giving orders, you're taking them. And furthermore, I'm going to crack down on all of you troublemakers. Hereafter, you'll pay cash for everything you get in that store. You know I can't do that. That's your worry, not mine. You won't starve my family. I don't like that fella. Yeah, me neither. Wait a minute. Fuzzy's calling on us to get him out of that calaboose. Right now might be a good time while their attention's on that row. Come on. Going around and back. Hi, Sheriff. Hi. What do you want in here? Listen, I want to see a partner of mine. You got him in here, I'm going to see him. See? Yeah. Listen, you can't. No, you're the wrong guy. Listen, I'm an American citizen. See? That looks like Billy the Kid.
Yeah.
Stick him up.
Yeah, stick it. Why, oh, me?
Yeah, there's a big reward out for you.
Big reward out for me? Why, listen, Sheriff, you want to be careful with your gun. It might go off.
You want to see it, pal? You're going to get a chance to see it.
You're going to get a chance to see it. Hi, buddy, that thing is so long. I'm a cowboy. I'm a cowboy. Hello there, buddy, old pal. Hi, baby, old...
Now you can have a nice long visit with your pal.
Yeah, thanks, Sheriff. Thanks, buddy. He's a dog. What are you doing? What am I doing? I just came in to see you. Come on, Fuzzy. Oh, let's sing a song.
Are you local?
Am I local? Listen, don't you get supplement. I'll punch you right... Come on, let's sing a song now. Come on, you listen, you singer. I'll punch you. Give it, sing a song. For the life of a cowboy on the prairie. Man filled with daring deeds.
Sure is my lucky day. Capturing Billy the Kid without even a fight.
Fine on the prairie, and you tumble to the tumbling weed. Every morning when you go down up on the prairie, when the little doggy's eyes is yellow, and the dog will go on the prairie, I sing them my favorite. Get going. I'll catch up with him. Oh, boy.
Then it's good.
You fellas back up. We're back.
We can bed down here tonight. These folks are nice and friendly.
Well, time, eh? Yeah. Well, here goes the bale of hay, old boy, as the farmer said to the cow. That a joke?
My dear boy, I am beginning to think it would be a distinct pleasure to drop 10,000 feet to the earth rather than have you scratch my jokes.
Well, good luck, Wakely.
Well, thanks, old boy. I shall try to land on my feet like a cat, you know. Blakesley, the cat.
Okay, I'm going to decelerate now to 250.
Right.
Watch for my signal.
Right.
Okay, open the door. Video Ranger calling Captain Video. Video Ranger calling Captain Video, numero 623. Come in, Captain.
Captain Video speaking, identifying numerals 818.
Using code blue.
Go ahead.
Package identified. Spotted fever. Exact time, Spectrum 7 or west. I am returning home immediately. I repeat, I am returning home immediately. That is all. Video Ranger signing off.
Captain Video signing off.
Rangers, whatever you do, don't miss this wonderful chance to get a Captain Video picture ring. A ring exactly like the one that the Video Ranger and all video agents wear. Right on top of the ring, there's an action photograph of Captain Video himself, and he's holding his famous static beam gun. This picture is sealed onto the top of the ring under a special transparent stone. Now, you'll use the Captain Video picture ring in your games and spy adventures. You'll use it instead of a password at all your own Secret Ranger meetings. And you'll wear it at all times to show that you're fighting alongside Captain Video in his battle as guardian of the safety of the world. Now, in order to get your Captain Video identification ring, all you do is just ask for luscious Powerhouse candy bars at your favorite candy store. Then, after you enjoy this wonderful taste treat, send in the wrappers. If you get the regular nickel-size Powerhouse, then you'll need 2 wrappers and 10 cents in coins. Remember, that's 2 of the nickel-size wrappers. Or, if you get the big 10-cent Jumbo Powerhouse, then you need only 1 wrapper and 10 cents. Got that? Well, either way, you mail those wrappers, along with your name and address, to Powerhouse, Box 95, New York 46, New York. You better write that address down so you don't forget it. I'll repeat it. It's Powerhouse, Box 95, New York 46, New York.
Sparrow!
You come to annoy me again?
Oh, not to annoy, to compliment you. Take a look at these pictures sent back to me from Paracoot.
Yes, very interesting.
You don't seem impressed.
I am not impressed until the ultimate experiment has been completed. Of course not.
You scientist.
By the way, what have you done to consolidate the gains I arranged for you by the destruction of Paracoot?
The second courier has not arrived yet. The only thing I have done is move 5,000 sheep and 5,000 goats to the point indicated. That message was clear enough.
Colonel Silgrad, I might suggest... Yes?
Colonel Sugrat, word has come that 2 hours ago, one of our forward elements has captured an airplane pilot.
What's that?
The message was concise. The pilot, who has refused to identify himself, was flying a rebuilt Zero plane. Ran out of fuel, made a crash landing, and was taken by our men.
And where is the pilot now?
He's being flown here in a light plane. He should arrive in a very few moments.
I shall question him myself.
As you wish.
I shall return to my office. Call me there.
Yes, who is it?
Colonel Sugrat speaking. Sparrow. Sparrow, my men report that they heard a burst of humming seeming to come from Mount Bindara.
Tell them to mind their own business.
What? You have not bothered your final test, have you?
Of course not. What they heard was merely an increase of voltage followed by static discharge. Video Ranger should have reported long before this. See if I can pick them up on the up-transkilometer. Should be coming in this direction. No. Captain Video to Video Ranger. Frequency 99. Identifying numerals 818. Come in, Ranger. Captain Video calling Video Ranger. Come in, Ranger. Captain Video to Ranger, please answer. Captain Video on open circuit. Emergency. Attention, all ships at sea, all airlines, private and commercial.
Captain Video to all mobile units, all agents. Please report any sign of Video Ranger. Report here to laboratories. No contact with Video Ranger, long overdue. He's flying in a jet rocket ship on the 14th parallel, proceeding westward. Please report here. That is all. Captain Video signing off. Captain Video to Video Ranger. Identifying numerals 818, frequency 99. Come in, Ranger. Ranger, can you hear me? Come in, come in.
Rangers, this may look like any ordinary school lunchbox to you, but once you see what's inside, you wouldn't trade it for any other lunchbox in school. Johnson's Nut Top Fudge Squares, the smoothest, creamiest, best-tasting fudge you ever bit into, boys and girls. Chocolate or vanilla, choose your favorite. It's really delicious for party treats, and Johnson's Fudge Squares make wonderful after-school snacks and after-party treats. In fact, anytime you want really good fudge, the homemade tasting kind that just melts in your mouth, there's only one word to remember: Johnson's. Ask for Johnson's Fudge Squares, a big square for only a nickel.
Well, Video Rangers, what could have happened? The last time we saw the Video Ranger, he had safely dropped Blakesley near Blonseat and was flying back to the mountain laboratory. Has the Sparrow's huge energy machine got something to do with his strange silence? Video Rangers, I guess there's only one way to find out about this sudden turn of events. Yes, that's right. Be right back here tomorrow for a close check on what's going on. Same time, same station for Captain Video and his Video Rangers. Captain Video is played by Richard Coogan. The Video Ranger by Don Hastings. Dr. Pauly by Hal Conklin. Captain Video is written by M.C. Brock and directed by Larry White. Your announcer has been Fred Scott. Fighting for law and order, Captain Video operates from a mountain retreat with secret agents at all points of the globe. Possessing scientific secrets and scientific weapons, Captain Video asks no quarter and gives none to the forces of evil. Stand by for Captain Video and his Video Rangers. Last time, Video Rangers, you'll remember that some startling developments took place on two planets many light years apart. On Metasteros, you saw Captain Video preside over an interplanetary meeting, and you watched him give Sita of Mars a few lessons in the art of physical combat. Meanwhile, back on Earth, you saw Dr. Pauly in action again, making his sinister plots to rule the world. Now let's get right into today's story as we go to the headquarters of Hermes Lycos on Metasteros.
How's that feel, Captain? Tight?
Yeah, that's all right, Ranger. After you get through that, will you do a little something to these knuckles?
Boy, you're going to use that hand, boy.
Yes. Well, now that we've settled all personal differences, suppose we get down to business.
That suits me fine. I've had all I want of personal business.
Yes, I should think so, Speaker.
Yes.
Hermes, what do you suggest is the correct treatment for Turson?
Well, Captain, we feel that the firmament regulations must be applied.
To what extent?
Well, to begin with, occupation of Turson by the Firmament Police. Also, all communication with other planets to be subjected to strict censorship. And trade with other planets to be restricted.
Oh, tough, isn't it? What else?
Well, a change in the position of the firmament to an orbit that can be kept under constant watch. Naturally, all weapons of Turson to be confiscated and destroyed. Each Tursonarian will be required to spend a full-time cycle in farm labor. The products to be given to a peaceful planet. Right?
Right. Sounds a little tough to me.
The regulations are just.
It's what we've done for eons. Well, gentlemen, all I know is that if you want to create everlasting hatred, it's to make slaves of your defeated enemy. And that's all that these terms would accomplish, the way I see it.
Well, then, what you seem to be in favor of is Earth policy, eh, Captain Video?
To a degree, yes, I do.
Well, Captain,
Thanks,
what do you suggest we do?
I suggest a much more moderate policy. Turson's a defeated enemy, yes, but don't forget she's a member of the same firmament. We all are, for that matter.
Just a second. I don't like this business about confiscating the weapons. For years, Mars has had a very profitable trade agreement with war materials with Turson. I withdraw the statement.
Good. Gentlemen.
As he grows older, Sita grows wiser.
Gentlemen, suppose we all sit down.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Let us.
Now, I suggest a much more moderate policy. Why wouldn't it be perfectly reasonable to give Turson a new place in the orbit? Let her have room to expand, room to breathe, as Regis put it.
Captain Video, they'll think it a sign of weakness.
I don't think they will, Ventura. They'll misinterpret it if they do. Don't forget that we're still strong enough to give orders and see that they're carried out. What do you say, Hermes?
I'm with you, Captain. What say you all?
Agreed.
Agreed.
Ventura?
Agreed.
Good. What do you say to this plan, Captain? You and the Video Ranger go to Turson as our ambassador of goodwill. There you can bring our decision to Regis himself, and then return here with any further recommendations he might care to make.
That's all right with me. I'd be perfectly happy to do it if it's all right with you, gentlemen.
Good.
Fine.
How about you, Ranger?
It's okay with me, sir.
All right.
Splendid. Metaceros, calling Turson. Hermes Lycos, calling Regis of Turson. Regis in demand.
This is Regis of Turson.
Regis, Captain Video and the Video Ranger are coming to visit you to bring our decision, and will act as our special emissary.
I shall welcome your Captain Video. This is Regis signing off.
Hermes Lycos, signing off.
Did you hear that, Signum? Captain Video is coming here. We must have a plan. We must set a trap for him. We must never see that beautiful Earth of his again. We'd have had Metaceros right now if it hadn't have been for him, and I know what their terms will be. Yes. Yes, so do I. An abject surrender. Slave labor. For that fat Hermes of Jupiter. To make them all the fatter. Well, I won't put up with it. I would rather die first than see Turson destroyed. Captain Video will undoubtedly arrive in an orbit control rocket. Yes. And he will land at the usual stage. Perhaps we can arrange a surprise for you.
Captain Video, may I speak with you for a moment?
Certainly.
I would like to have you pay me a visit on Mars.
I'd certainly be very happy to do that, Why, in particular, would you like me to come there?
I'd like you to teach my soldiers how to kill men with their bare fists.
Oh, no. See that? Never lead with your right. You're a sucker for a right cross.
I see.
You know, Sita, on Earth we consider boxing a sport. It teaches you how to defend yourself, teaches you good sportsmanship, teaches you skill.
Teaches you how to avoid right crosses, too, huh?
That's right.
Oh, one thing more. No mention must be made of our little match on Mars.
Don't worry. This is strictly between you and me.
An excellent conference. One trouble with it, though. It kept me from these luscious Jupiter grapes.
Well, farewell, Hermes.
Farewell.
Farewell, Premier Blackhawk.
Farewell, Ventura.
Farewell, Ranger.
Zeta. And now, we must make some necessary arrangements for your trip to Turson.
Well, first I'd like to contact Earth. I'd like to tell them what's been going on here.
Yeah, I'd like to find out what's been going on down there.
So would I, Ranger.
Well, tell me, do you wish to use the rocket technique, Captain, or rely on the time lapse for a voice message?
I think the rocket would be much faster and much more efficient. I know the exact trajectory anyway. And I'd like to send a message to Commissioner Bell and one to the laboratory as well.
Grady, I feel like $1 million. Never mind, bring me any medicine. And incidentally, I've had news from Blakesley. He's hot on the trail of Dr. Pollock.
Good man, that Blakesley, even with all his yoiks and pip-pips and so on. Commissioner Bell?
Oh, it's Senator Hall, the record. Say, you heard anything from Captain Video?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Now, listen to me. That broadcast you made was a phony, Commissioner. You told the people that Captain Video and the Ranger's still alive. They'd soon appear in person.
That's right.
Well, I happen to know that's impossible. I checked all the astronomical sources, and that planet Metasphero can't even be seen. You know, my column's going to say that you've rigged up identical doubles for Captain Video and the Ranger, too. And that you'll show these doubles to all the people, just to delude them.
You know that you're right, Hall. Except that we didn't hire doubles. We hired the twin brothers of the Captain and the Ranger.
Why?
Commissioner Bell calling Jordan, identifying numeral 704. Come in, Jordan.
Jordan, Station 1, numerals 104. Go ahead, Commissioner.
Jordan, I've only had one rocket message from Captain Video. Have there been any more?
No, Commissioner, but our instruments are registering the same electric charge that they showed before the first rocket landed. Now, that should mean that another rocket is on the way.
Good. Then contact me, Jordan, when it lands.
I certainly will. Jordan signing off.
Commissioner Bell signing off.
We'll return to Captain Video in 1 minute. You know, Video Rangers, if you ask almost anybody, who was Betsy Ross, quick as a wink, they'll tell you why she made the first American flag. But how many of us know anything at all about George Ross, Betsy's uncle by marriage? Well, George Ross was one of the signers of our Declaration of Independence. One of the men who was willing to risk charges of treason and death, if need be, to preserve the rights and privileges of his countrymen. Well, many times we take these hard-fought-for privileges, our American heritage of freedom of thought and action, for granted. They are so much a part of us that we feel they never could be taken away. But in the world today, there are those who would destroy our American heritage, who would tear down our ideals, trample underfoot the flag that came into being under the skillful fingers of Betsy Ross. So let's be alert and realize as Americans that freedom is everybody's job, Video Rangers. Now let's get back to our story. As communications rockets flashed with the speed of light between Metastheros and Earth, the remote carrier beam was functioning swiftly, too, as it brought Captain Video's special agent into sharp focus.
What's happened here? I reckon you know it, you wouldn't be here.
Which one of you is Turner?
I'm Turner. The Callahan girl brought word that a fellow named the Whistler murdered Jerry Blake.
There's a few things wrong with those remarks. In the first place, Miss Callahan never said it was murder. And in the second place, my name
Never mind that. You killed a man. The sheriff called it murder, and I call it murder, and we hang murders in this county. Now, what do you think of that?
No use getting hard about it. You're a posse, not a lynching mob. And the sheriff here is an officer of the law.
The sheriff will do what I say. I'm running this.
I've sort of figured that way. All right, what's next?
Unbuckle your gun belt, Mr. U.S. Marshal.
So you know me.
Yeah, we know you all right. But no one can ever prove we knew you to be anything but a murder-resistant arrest.
You'll never take my guns except in smoke.
Gumbo! The 6 rifles out there drawing a bead on you right now.
Only 6. Well, I thought there must be a dozen of them, judging by the noise they made blundering through the brush. Well, I reckon you've got me. Drop that gun. Tell your friends behind me not to move, or you 4 will drop.
Don't worry, Whistler. If one of them should move, his light will go out quick. Drop those guns, you hombres.
Get off them horses and get out in the open. That'll be far enough.
March on down there. Pronto!
Stop right there. Get a rope, Tommy.
Yes? This is Victor, Dr. Pauly.
Yes, yes.
I've completed the atomic disintegrator according to the plans you gave me.
Well, then, bring it in. I want it immediately. Why waste my time with telephone calls? This is Dr. Pauly. This is Dr. Pauly. Ah, it works. Ah, yes. My ultraplanetary transmitter is a success, as I knew it would be. Yes, now to fill the whole sky until contact with Ultima Oriens is established. This is Dr. Pauly calling Ultima Oriens in the outer limits. Dr. Pauly to Ultima Oriens.
Captain Video and the Video Ranger, come here quickly.
What is it, Perry?
Listen. This is Dr. Pauly calling Ultima Oriens in the outer limits. This is Dr. Pauly to Ultima Oriens.
Pauly, I wonder what's happened to Blakesley.
Well, Dr. Pauly's alive and on the loose again, sir. We better call off this trip to Turson.
No, Ranger, we'll still go to Turson. Blakesley hasn't let us down yet.
Excuse me. Yes?
Interplanetary strip reporting. A rocket from Earth has just landed.
Bring it here as soon as it cools.
It will be brought.
Right.
Well, we'll have to wait and see what's in this rocket. It's probably an answer from Commissioner Bell.
Well, how about your trip to Turson, Captain?
Well, it won't take long before that rocket cools. We'll be able to read the message right away. Go ahead. Call Regis and tell him we're starting right away.
Right. Hermes Lycos calling Regis of Turson. Hermes Lycos calling Regis of Turson. Regis in demand.
This is Regis of Turson.
Regis, Captain Video and the Video Ranger will be on their way to you within a half a time cycle.
Excellent. I shall see that a proper welcome is prepared for Captain Video. What means of transportation are they going to use?
In one of my orbit control units.
Excellent. Excellent. I shall be certain to treat Captain Video as he deserves to be treated. This is Regis of Turson, signing off.
This is Hermes Lycos, signing off.
Aye.
The outer limits calling Earth in the 8th time cycle. Morrow to Dr. Pauly. Respond.
This is Dr. Pauly. I am receiving you.
Good. I am Morrow, Chief of the Armies of Ultima Oran.
Ah, yes.
Ultima Oran welcomes this contact with you, Dr. Pauly. She would speak to you personally, but she is busy with interplanetary affairs.
Yes, I see. Tell me, what have you learned about the planet Metasteros?
Metasteros is in excellent condition. Firm in its orbit, safe from attack.
What? My first report told me that it had been blasted.
On the contrary, Dr. Pauly, from what we have heard over the ultra-short wave, it is Turson that is in great danger through the intervention of Captain Video.
Captain Video. That is what I wanted to talk to Ultima about. I wish to visit her. Perhaps I can help her annex Metasteros and Turson and kill Captain Video as we do it.
Ultima Oran will welcome your visit.
Excellent. I shall use atomic disintegration, same as I did the last time.
Good. I will switch on the atom collector. You will be reassembled whenever you wish.
Excellent. Everything is ready here on Earth. I will wait until the sun is at its zenith.
No. You had better wait until the sun has reached the focal point of its orbit, Dr. Pauly. Otherwise, the intense heat will scatter your atoms beyond hope of reassembly.
Yes. Good. Then signal me when everything is ready.
Understood. Morrow signing off.
Dr. Pauly, signing off. How is Captain Video going to feel when he learns that I, Dr. Pauly, his bitterest enemy, has also reached the outer limits?
We'll get back to Captain Video in 1 minute. Rangers, ever tackle a job you really look forward to doing? Oh, boy, you say, rubbing your hands together, that's for me. That's right up my alley. Well, there's one big job that's right up everybody's alley, Rangers. That's the job of fighting discrimination. Seeing to it that the next fellow gets a fair chance, regardless of his race or religion. We've all got a talent for that, if we know how to use it. It comes under the heading of friendship. When we like people and are genuinely interested in them, there's no room for un-American prejudice. So all we have to do is to keep on making new friends. Easy as pie. There's another reason why fighting discrimination ought to be up everybody's alley, because those who turn thumbs down on one race or religion one day are just as apt to turn against another race or religion another day. Yours maybe, who knows? So when you fight for an equal chance for everyone in your club, on your team, in jobs of all kinds, you're fighting your own battle too, Rangers. Now back to Captain Video. As Dr. Pauly spun his sinister plots, back at the mountain laboratory, the scanning equipment showed other plots and other intrigue as Captain Video's special agent battled for his life.
You there, hard guy. Step out in front. Tie a rope around his neck. Be sure and don't choke him. Tie his hands too, Tommy. He's the big boss. We'll let him lead the parade. You're next, handsome. Okay, General. March your troops back to town. You can't get away with this, fella. Get going or I'll make you double time it. Don't yank. Shut up! Hey, mister, I can't walk the town. I got fallen arches.
You might as well have turned a bunch of rattlesnakes loose in your backyard, Whistler. There isn't one of those citizens that'll get a good night's sleep till we're both rubbed down.
And thanks, Tommy, for saving me. I couldn't have held them off all alone.
Ah, shucks.
That must be the rocket message now. Thank you, Belusa. Here we are, Captain.
A little the worse for wear, but... Oh, it's from Commissioner Bell, all right.
What does he say?
He congratulates us. He wants us to get home right away. Says the press is after us.
Oh, really?
As it always is. He says Dr. Pauly is causing trouble again.
Well, Blakesley can take care of Dr. Pauly, can he?
He's going to have to, Ranger. When we get back, I'll send Commissioner Bell a reply here. And tell him it's a little difficult to write with this. These knuckles.
Made it pretty tight.
Tell him that Blakesley is to refer everything to Blakesley until we get back. Now, Perlis, will your rocket launching department get this off right away?
I will attend to it myself, Captain.
All right. And while you're doing that, do you mind if I contact Orbit Control?
Oh, you need not ask, Captain. My laboratory and everything in it is completely yours.
All right. Well, Ranger, we're going to have to make this a short trip to Turson, because I also want to stop off at the planet Mars. I want to study the structure of that planet.
And teach C to the old one, too, huh?
Maybe we can. Captain Video to Orbit Control. Come in, Orbit Control. Captain Video calling Orbit Control.
Control, Orbit Control, reporting to Captain Video.
Everything set for our trip?
Everything is ready, Captain. The rocket is fueled and waiting for you.
All right. We'll be right there. That's all. Captain Video signing off.
Orbit Control signing off.
Okay, Ranger, let's go.
Off to Turson.
Right.
Ah, signal. Trap for Captain Video set?
Everything is ready, Ray.
Good. And we'd best be off to the landing stage. And signal. Remember, be sure to act casual, as if there was nothing the matter at all. We don't want them to suspect a thing.
By the way, Reagan, I just overheard an ultra-short wave message from someone named Dr. Pauly, who is trying to reach Ultima Aureus.
Dr. Pauly. Of course. I know that name. He's the Earthman who managed to make the interplanetary passage by disintegration. Ultima Aureus, of course. That's who should be here when Captain Video arrives. Yes. Contact her immediately.
Tell her that I want her here as soon as she possibly can. Yes. We shall not only set a trap for Captain Video, we shall have some fun. Tell her to be sure to disguise herself. Disguise herself so completely that not even Captain Video and his ranger will recognize her.
Person to the outer limit, the seventh time cycle. Signum calling Ultima Aureus.
Things are really starting to happen now, Video Rangers. Will the fabulous Ultimate Orions come to Turson? And will Captain Video pierce her disguise and avoid the cunning trap that's been set for him? Well, we'll have the answers to those questions next time we meet, Video Rangers. So stand by until then, when it'll be the same time, same station for Captain Video and his Video Rangers. Captain Video is played by Richard Coogan, Video Ranger by Don Hastings, Dr. Polly by Hal Conklin. Captain Video is written by M.C. Brock and directed by Larry White. Your announcer has been Fred Scott. Video! Captain Video! Electronic wizard! Master of time and space! Guardian of the safety of the world! Fighting for law and order, Captain Video operates from a mountain retreat with secret agents at all points of the globe. Possessing scientific secrets and scientific weapons, Captain Video asks no quarter and gives none to the forces of evil. Stand by for Captain Video and his Video Rangers. Last time, Video Rangers, you'll remember that Captain Video arrived in Shanghai with the Video Ranger and Lo Ming Tai. The captain immediately began to track down a report that a notorious warlord named Su Ching Sing had been seen with one of Captain Video's special rings. You also saw Dr. Polly join forces with Su Ching Sing. And after Dr. Polly put on an elaborate Chinese makeup, you'll recall that he performed his first act of villainy for Su Ching Sing, shooting a member of the Dancing Bear Tongue in the cellar of the Rose of the East. As Saturday's story ended, you'll remember that Captain Video and the Ranger were in Lo Ming Tai's office as a pistol shot rang out.
See anything?
Yeah. I can see a man. He's running into a warehouse. He's gone, Captain.
That was only a warning shot, Captain Video. I know Shanghai marksmen. Any one of us could have been hit had shooter wanted it.
Just a warning, eh? Well, I don't like being shot at. Lo Ming Tai, you say your nephew reported that Captain Connolly gave that ring to Su Ching Sing? What kind of a man is Connolly?
Bad man, Captain Video. He is worst ship captain on China coast. A known smuggler, a vicious tyrant to his crew.
Sounds like a great guy.
Yeah. I think we better pay him a little visit. He might be responsible for this shooting right now. He also might give us a lead on Dr. Pauly. Where can we find him?
I have heard it said that he frequents a cafe called the Rose of the East. It is the same cafe that the warlord Su Ching Sing has as his headquarters.
Well, now that they've started the shooting, we'll carry this war right into their own backyard. What's he look like, Connolly?
A ruffian, Captain Video, about my size. He is stocky. He is extremely rough, and he is known to partake most frequently in alcoholic beverages, Captain Video.
Out of my way, punk. What the?
Frisk him, Ranger.
What's the idea?
Blackjack.
He may have a gun.
What is this, a hold-up? Maybe you don't know who I am.
They call you Black Dick Connolly, don't they?
That's right. Well, what's this all about?
We're asking the questions, Connolly. Come on, you're going with us.
Have you had your target practice, Dr. Polly? Bloodshed. Bloodshed.
Your fingers are not stained, Su Ching Sing.
No. They are not. They never are. You will deliver this package and this note to the headquarters of the Dancing Bear Tongue. You will leave it on their front steps. Go in haste. The sun must not see that work which is done beneath the moon.
I can get a lot tougher with you, Connolly, if I have to. You've had it very easy so far.
I ain't doing no talking. I run a good, honest ship, and you ain't pinning no smuggling rap on me.
I'm not interested in what smuggling you do. Not right now, anyway. All I'm interested in is the whereabouts of Dr. Pauly. Now, if you know, you are going to tell me.
Dr. Pauly? Who's he?
You going to try and convince me you never heard of Dr. Pauly? What have you got there, Ranger?
The log of Captain Connolly's ship. Lo Ming Tai and I went down to the dock and picked it up.
Go ahead, look through it good. I keep good, clean records.
Yes, I see you do. Should be about September the 20th. Here we are. Very interesting, Ranger. Listen. Thursday, 11:45 a.m. Sighted man, small native canoe. Ship hove to. Man picked up 11:58 a.m. Man claimed to be off his course. All other members of his crew swept overboard in storm. Man requested to be put ashore on Nagu Island. This being on our course, it was done at 7:31 a.m. on Saturday.
That's just the way it happened.
Lo Ming
The way I read it there.
Lo Ming Tai saw that entry, Captain. He said he wanted to investigate it. Well, here he comes now.
Lo Ming Tai, I understand you wanted to investigate an entry in this logbook, the one about the man being dropped off at Nagu Island?
Even so, Captain Video, this humble person made certain inquiries by shortwave to cousins who live on Nagu Island.
Oh, good. What'd you find?
There has been no ship come within 50 miles of Nagu Island for past 2 months. There has been no man come to land.
Listen, Connolly, you and I both know how serious it can be when a captain makes false entries in his logbook. I can drag you up before the Marine Board. They'll take your ticket away for the rest of your life. Or you wouldn't be able to row a boat out of this harbor.
Big talk. I've been a skipper for 25 years. No punk like you's gonna take my ticket away from me.
You still insist that you dropped this man off at Nagu Island?
That's what it says in the law, don't it? That guy's relatives are nuts.
All right, Ranger, you and Lo Ming take him to the cell downstairs. Maybe you'll change your mind a little later on.
Come on, up on your feet. Take care.
Yes, what do you want?
Would like to speak to Captain Video, please.
Who are you?
Member of Dancing Bear Tongue. Very friendly.
Friendly, eh? Okay, come around the door. Come in.
We'll return to our story in just 1 minute. Boys and girls all over America, and men and women too, are signing the Freedom Scroll because they believe in liberty for people everywhere. Here are the words on the Freedom Scroll, your message to all the world. I believe in the sacredness and dignity of the individual. I believe that all men derive the right to freedom equally from God. I pledge to resist aggression and tyranny wherever they appear on earth. I am proud to enlist in the crusade for freedom. I am proud to help make the Freedom Bell possible, to be a signer of this Declaration of Freedom, to have my name included as a permanent part of the Freedom Shrine in Berlin, and to join with the millions of people throughout the world who hold the cause of freedom sacred. Rangers, if you haven't signed the Freedom Scroll and joined the crusade for freedom, check the Crusade Committee in your town. Ask how you can join hands with millions of your fellow Americans in this crusade for freedom. Now, once again, let's return to our story. As Captain Video proceeded to receive his mysterious visitor, thousands of miles away at the Mountain Laboratory, the electronic equipment swung into precise and automatic action as the remote carrier beam focused sharply on Captain Video's special agent.
Mr. Forbes, have you seen Philip?
Oh, what's wrong now? Plenty. Sheik David caught me swiping another.
Oh, of all the blundering, blithering boobies I have ever known, you are the king.
Well, cool down. Maybe I did you a favor by smoking this thing out in the open.
Oh, don't be so silly. We knew all about your machine gun. We know every move the Nazis make. You understand?
Well, what are you waiting for?
Well, we have a treaty with the Arabs.
Forbes, you can't play ostrich with little Adolf. No, sir. He'll kick you right in the tail feathers.
Mr. Malone, haven't you done enough already? You've got your headline, and you'll have it soon. I can just see it. El Mukhtar, ravaged by Arabs. The pity of it is that none of us will be alive to read it.
You see? She's right. Now, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Our scouts are coming in. The Arabs are riding to attack. We'll do all we can, but I'm afraid we're greatly outnumbered.
We'd better get the women and the children into the fort, hadn't we?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything I can do?
Yes. You can get the very devil out of Libya.
Oh, I must be losing my grip. Took a field marshal to kick me out of Greece. I'll see you to the fort.
I rather you wouldn't.
Okay, sister.
Have Captain Whiteley move his men up the east wall.
Upstairs. Well, if you're not in on this thing, why don't you do something to stop them?
Peace, my people! Peace!
Look.
As long as he lives, you cannot be free. But he does live.
My children! Peace!
No one is entitled to two lives. Verily, you speak the truth. to a long and profitable friendship, Dr. Polly. I believe you will prove very useful to me. She said, the jackal may enter a burrow that is denied to the lion.
Is that an insult?
No, not at all. The reference was made to size, not to courage. You see, Doctor, I deliberately closed certain avenues to myself because of my abhorrence of bloodshed. Yet you may enter these same avenues without distaste, even with an eagerness.
I do not dislike killing, if that's what you mean.
Exactly. Yes?
The gun was delivered, most worthy one. It was dropped on step of the headquarters of the Dancing Bear Tongue.
Good.
There is more to tell. Even at this moment, 2 officers are holding man known as Captain Black Dick Connolly.
So?
So. And there is more. A member of Dancing Bear Tongue was seen on his way to the cell where Captain Connolly is held prisoner.
This is most interesting. What do these 2 officers look like?
It is said they are of the ring.
You have done well. It appears your friends have arrived, Dr. Polly.
Friends? What friends?
It is he of the ring, here in the city.
How could he have found me so quickly?
He is here in the city, but he has not found you yet. Your disguise is perfect. It will not be pierced.
Yes. Yes, you are right.
At any rate, you will not be in the city long. You are needed in the field to control my men. But first, I have a task for you, Dr. Polly.
More, target practice?
No, not that. Much money is needed for my operations. The treasury is low. You will help me fill it, Dr. Polly.
How?
There is much gold in the Imperial Bank. You will break into the bank. I will be able to pay my men, buy supplies, and lay in stores of guns and ammunition.
Where is this?
Binda, the pretty one, will show you. Binda, you and Dr. Polly will carefully examine the Imperial Bank. You will go there in an enclosed rickshaw. There is a weak spot in our organization. Captain Richard Connolly. Our structure needs strengthening there. That is all.
Well, let me get this straight. You say that you're a member of the Dancing Bear Tongue.
I sought you out, Captain Video. All good people of Shanghai are on your side. Each one welcomed your arrival.
Well, it looks as if our arrival wasn't as big a secret as we thought it was, Captain.
I guess not, Ranger. Well, you certainly seem to know an awful lot about me. What was it specifically you wanted to see me about?
I'm called Mu Ting Song. Myself and all other members of Dancing Bear Tongue will help you combat evil forces of Su Ching Sing.
Evil forces?
Su Ching Sing is most evil, Captain Video.
Oh.
He claims to hate bloodshed, and I know he would not hurt a fly, but he hurts men. He has taken advantage of disasters to loot and pillage. He has smuggled the flowers of forgetfulness. He has caused men to be murdered. Behind the gentle face lies a cold, cruel will. These were found on the steps of my Tong's headquarters. This is a declaration of war, Captain Video. If Su Ching Sing turns loose his bandits, Shanghai may not know peace for years.
Well, specifically, I came here to Shanghai to track down a man named Dr. Pauly. But if I can do anything to preserve peace in Shanghai, so much the better.
Then you will help us.
I certainly will. I'll do everything I can.
All members of Dancing Bear Tong will help you and guard you, Captain Video. Their fortunes are at your disposal. And so are their lives, if you need them.
Well, looks as though we've made a friend, Ranger.
Sure does.
We'll return to our story in just 1 minute, Rangers. Rangers, did you ever think what it would be like traveling along in an open car without a windshield? Boy, you wouldn't go very far before you got all splattered with mud. And you'd have to keep your eyes closed so as not to be blinded by the dust. Well, when you're traveling along in life, Rangers, common sense acts as a pretty important windshield. It lets you see where you're going, and at the same time, it keeps you from getting splattered by the mud of prejudice. Now, suppose you've made pals with some fella. Maybe he goes to a church that's different from yours, or his folks come from a different country, or his skin is of a different color. Will these differences get in your way? Of course not. Heck, you know what he's like inside. You know he's fun to be with. He likes the same games and goes for the same hobbies and sticks up for you like a real pal. Well, that's how your common sense acts as a windshield, Rangers. As long as you use it, no one can throw dust in your eyes. Now let's get back to our story.
Put it away somewhere for safekeeping, Ranger. We'll make a test of the gun and that paper later on.
Right. I guess we can put it in here. This looks safe.
All right.
If you don't mind, Captain, I'd like to look up Lo Fong Kai. I haven't seen him since we were both at the Lazy K Ranch together. And I figured maybe he could give me a few tips on how these local characters operate.
Oh, that's a good idea. Go ahead, Ranger. I'll give you the scanning report when you get back.
Right.
Oh, and another thing. When you get back, I want to question Black Dick Connolly some more.
Right, sir. I'll bring him up with me.
Okay. Well, set time elementation. That's 5 minutes, 40 seconds. Power on. Fade in, delayed circuit pattern, KRTL6. Sharp focus. This place is for rent.
Been watching this man Slayer for a long time. He was one of Himmler's most dangerous agents.
You mean you're not an Arab?
Well, maybe in Brooklyn they'd call me an Arab. But actually, I'm military intelligence. May sound corny to you, but it's true.
No wonder those razor blades weren't any good.
Dave, you're a great chief.
I'm a very lucky man to have friends as you.
Oh, what a story. What a story. Hey, Dave, there's only one thing I don't understand. How come when Strayer shot at you, such close range, he didn't kill you?
This saved my life. Good omen. It will always remain a symbol of lasting peace.
Those cashiers are simple people, Bender.
They know about money. They know nothing about peace.
That mission did not take you long, Dr. Polly.
There was no need to waste time. I saw all that I needed to. The robbing of the Imperial Bank will be child's play.
Indeed.
Yes, certainly. It will take 3 men and myself, no more.
Your words amaze me, Dr. Polly. Here in Shanghai, when bandits descend upon a bank, they descend by the hundred. They scatter the populace and then pick the meat from the nuts at their leisure.
I shall use modern methods. I assure you that not one member of the Imperial Bank will know that the bank has been robbed until the following morning.
Yes? Thank you.
What was that all about?
Merely a report that an errand has been completed. It need not concern you. Tell me, Dr. Polly, when do you plan to visit the Imperial Bank?
Tonight. I will take Bender here and any other 2 men.
They are yours. There is an excellent man stationed just behind that door, and others are nearby if needed.
Excellent, excellent. All the men I need at my disposal. Yes, at last I have competent assistance.
Okay, Donnelly, Captain Video wants to see you and ask you a few more questions. Come on, quit stalling. Let's go. Come on. No talk. He's dead. Last time I saw this paper was in a desk drawer. What goes on around here?
Well, Video Rangers, Su Ching Sing certainly had Black Dick Connolly taken care of. How do you suppose that piece of paper got into the villainous sea captain's hand? Will Dr. Polly succeed in his daring scheme to rob the Imperial Bank? And what will Captain Video do when he discovers that his prisoner has been murdered right in Lo Ming Tai's headquarters? Well, there'll be plenty of exciting action tomorrow. And I know you're going to meet me right here, Rangers, for Captain Video and his Video Rangers. Captain Video is played by Richard Coogan. The Video Ranger by Don Hastings. Dr. Pauly by Hal Conklin. Captain Video is written by M.C. Brock and directed by Larry White. Your announcer has been Fred Scott. Post. P-O-S-T. P-O-S-T. The cereals you like the most. The cereals made by Post. Take you to the secret mountain retreat of Captain Video, Master of Space, Hero of Science, Captain of the Video Rangers. Operating from his secret mountain headquarters on the planet Earth, Captain Video rallies men of goodwill and leads them against the forces of evil everywhere. As he rockets from planet to planet, let us follow the champion of justice, truth, and freedom throughout the universe. Stand by for Captain Video and his Video Rangers. Brought to you today by Post Sugar Crisp, the great new cereal you can eat 3 ways. As a cereal, it's dandy. For snacks, it's so handy. Or eat it like candy. Post Sugar Crisp.
Excitement rides high and tension mounts steadily as the moment fast approaches when Captain Video and the Ranger must turn the spaceship Galaxy toward Comet X and try to stop that flaming monster from smashing the man-made satellites of Pluto. But unknown to Captain Video, the cowardly and hate-filled Lieutenant Fraser secretly pulled that switch while he was installing a repaired gravitational gyro. Just what will happen aboard the Galaxy, we don't know, Rangers, since Captain Video doesn't know that he pulled the switch. Now on the power deck of the Galaxy.
Fine job on the gyroscope, Fraser.
Nice to hear that he's good for something, sir.
That isn't all you're going to hear about me.
All right,
Bascom.
now, stow it, both of you. This is no time for personal animosities and things like that. It's time both of you were back aboard the Excalibur.
Sir, why don't you let us help you? Not Fraser, of course, but I mean the others, like Tubbs and McGovern and Cromwell. We'd all be more than willing, sir.
Oh, no, thanks, Bascom. I think 2 men can complete this job. There's no sense in risking the lives of the others.
Keep using that word risk, sir. It's a little more than a risk to blow up a comet. I'd say that we're sure death.
No, we're not sure, Bascom. You see, we don't know what'll happen when we blow up the nucleus of a comet by bombarding it with atom blasts.
Excuse me, sir, but I'm sure that you know as well as I do that you're practically certain to succeed. After all, the nucleus of a comet is made up of meteoric masses.
No, we're wasting time, Bascom. Take your prisoner back aboard the Excalibur. Tell Tubbs that I'll contact him inside the next quarter hour.
Very good, sir. Come on, Fraser.
Fraser.
Yeah?
That talk we had while we were working in here together, I hope you keep it in mind.
See you at the court-martial, if you get through. Come on, Spaceboy, let's go.
Meanwhile, aboard the Excalibur, anchored in space not far from the Galaxy, certain developments are taking place, which, again, unknown to Captain Video and the Ranger, will have far-reaching effects.
You can only shoot one of us at a time, Tubbs. You can't kill us with a nucleomatic, of course. You can only stun us, or rather one of us, temporarily. Mr. McGovern is ready, and I am ready. Now, which one is it going to be, Tubbs? Which one?
I don't know what you're up to, but you'll never get away with it.
We'll be the ones to decide that, Tubbs. Thank you, Tubbs.
Darn you, Lieutenant Cromwell!
Now, that's no way to be talking to a lieutenant, Ensign Tubbs. It is myself will be after putting you on report.
You'll put me on report. They'll court-martial you for this.
Oh, I don't think so, Tubbs. Do you think so, McGovern?
Sure, and I don't see how they could, lad. Considering we'll not be there to be court-martialed.
So that's it. You don't intend to return to planet Earth.
Tubbs, I would say you are downright psychic. How you know that neither McGovern or I will ever return to planet Earth, I can't say, but you're right, Tubbs.
Someone's coming, lad. Hey, it's Captain Video.
Let's hope not. But if it is...
This is not the captain, I'm glad to say.
What's going on here?
Oh, come, Bascom. You can see beyond your nose.
Sure you can. It is as plain as the nose on your face. We've taken the gun away from Mr. Tubbs.
Ah, so it's mutiny then.
Mutiny aboard my own ship?
You know what I'm talking about, Cromwell. You and McGovern are both under arrest.
We're under arrest, Bascom.
Drop that nucleomatic before I drop you.
Take that nucleomatic from him, McGovern. You shouldn't talk about such things, Bascom. You should act as I did.
Oh, you dirty.
Please, Bascom, at least have the grace to appreciate the fact that I didn't knock you out. I only used half power.
You know why you're bothered? I don't know. Now, come on, Cromwell. Let's get rid of these two quick, and then we can start off...
No! If it isn't Mr. Fraser running off at the mouth again.
What are you talking about? You're in command here now. Well, that is, we're in command.
I'm afraid you're riding the wrong orbit, Fraser. You better throw on your braking rockets and pause long enough to listen to what I have to say.
Oh, save the talk for later.
I'm sorry, Fraser. For me and McGovern, there is no later. There's only now.
I don't follow you.
I know you don't. You misinterpret my motives just as Tubbs and Bascom did. I haven't taken over here to escape Captain Video. I've taken over to save him.
Save him?
Yes, from death, Tubbs. Fraser, you'll find this hard to believe, but McGovern and I feel it's the only way to pay back what we owe.
Are you crazy?
No, Fraser. I'm sane. For the first time in a long while. For a long, long time, I've been living a lie, Fraser. It began the day I let you blackmail me into admitting you into the Corps of Courage. I finished living it some hours ago.
I don't get you, Lieutenant.
It's simple enough, Bascom. McGovern and I, well, I, at any rate, am guilty of a crime against the universe. I can repay the universe by exchanging my life for that of a man whose life means more than any other in this century. The life of Captain Video.
And seeing that I'm as guilty as Mr. Cromwell, I'm very happy to go along with it.
You mean that you too? You're going to blow up Comet X. Blow it up before Captain Video has a chance to get anywhere near it.
Holy Hyperion Hottentot.
What about us? What about me? You haven't any right to sacrifice our lives.
I have no intention of doing that. You're going back to planet Earth to face a court-martial. Tubbs and Bascom will escort you aboard the Excalibur's jeep.
Well, we'll never make it back to planet Earth on a jeep. There isn't enough fuel.
No, but you can reach Pluto. There's more than enough for that.
Now listen, Cromwell.
Look, we'll waste no more time in talk. We haven't got it to waste. Not if McGovern and I are going to reach Comet X before Captain Video. Tubbs, Bascom, prepare the jeep for instant blast-off.
Well, Rangers, I'm not so sure Cromwell knows what he's doing. Ah, but here's an old friend of ours who really knows what he's doing. The man with the star on his chest.
Bronco Billy Russell Cattle stole more steers than all the rest. Who put him in the calaboose? The man with the star on his chest. Next is Charlie cracked the safe of every bank out in the West. Who put him where he can't get loose? The man with the star on his chest. Old Sugar Crisp is wanted too. The reward is some mighty fine eatin'. It's a roundup of honey-coated goodness. Oh, you just can't beat it. There are 3 ways to eat it. As a cereal, it's dandy, what a two-fisted treat. There's no sugar to be added. You just pour on the milk and eat. As a snack, it's also handy anywhere, anytime. So good that Bronco Bill's decided eatin' is better than crime. And then you can eat it like candy. Just reach in the bag and start it eatin'. So good that Cactus Charlie is a-sayin'. You know I got a feeling this is better than stealing. Bronco Billy's through with rustling, Charlie's robbing days are past. They decided crimes they never pay, they're going straight at last. And they owe it all to the man with the star on his chest. And Sugar Crisp, Sugar Crisp.
Look for the package with the 3 bears on it and get Sugar Crisp, one of the newest members of the Post family of cereals.
Now, Rangers, as the 0 hour for bombarding Comet X approaches.
Starboard rudder, Captain.
Normal.
Port.
Normal.
Well, that's just about it, Captain. We're ready for the job ahead of us.
Good. I'll contact the Excalibur then in order to return to planet Earth. Ranger, there's still time to get aboard the Excalibur.
I know, sir.
I think... Well, I'm sure I could handle a nuclear cannon alone.
I'm sure you could too, Captain.
Well, then.
Excuse me, sir, but aren't you wasting valuable time?
Yes, you're right. Captain Video to the Excalibur. Captain Video to the Excalibur. Come in, please. Come in.
Excalibur. Ensign Tubbs speaking, Captain.
Well, look, here are your orders, Tubbs. The Ranger and I are going to start for Comet X. You and Bascom take the Excalibur and start for planet Earth. When you arrive, Fraser, McGovern, and Cromwell are to be handed over to the Ranger police. You and Bascom know the charges against them. See that they're recorded for the court-martial.
Aye, aye, sir.
Now hear this and remember it. Say that I recommend clemency for both Cromwell and McGovern. As for Lieutenant Fraser, I'm afraid his record must speak for itself. That's all, Tubbs. Safe voyage home and cosmic luck to you.
Good luck to you, sir.
All set, Ranger?
All set, Captain.
Then turn ship, full speed ahead for Comet X.
Communications here, Roger speaking.
Mr. Carey here, Rogers. No word yet from Captain Video?
Oh, I'm sorry, Commissioner. Still no contact with him.
Well, that puts it squarely up to me. I've got to decide one way or the other.
You mean about Pluto's synth satellite, sir?
Yes.
Professor Royal can't be sure whether the Comet X is heading for those man-made satellites of Pluto or not. The safe thing would be to evacuate every one of those synthosatellites. But I'm afraid that will raise Mary Hobb with Pluto.
Well, sir,
Well, I've got to decide one way or the other. So stand by, Rogers, will you? I'll probably want you to contact Pluto Relay Station. Over and out.
Over and out, sir. Oh, hi there, Rangers. Well, that sort of leaves things on the fence so far as Pluto's man-made satellites are concerned. But there's nothing much we can do about it, Rangers. At least not until we hear from Commissioner Carey. So, in the meantime, what do you say we go ahead and beam in Captain Video's Western agents? Rangers, you'll recall in last report that Agents Maynard, Gibson, and Steele rounded up that gang of gold thieves. And, well, they did a pretty good job, Rangers. I've already sent along congratulations and best regards from them to you. So what do you say we beam in another good team of Captain Video's agents now, Agent Sandy Hopkins and Nevada Jack McKenzie. These agents also are California agents, Rangers. So stand by once again for California. Mark this record file number BAS 2154. Come in, please. Sharp focus.
Hello, Sandy. You're late. Oh, fiddlesticks. Not over a minute or two. A man could die in less time. But I never thought of it that way before, Nevada. The reason I sent for you is because there's murder in the wind. Yes, your message said an old friend of yours was in trouble. Yes. Senor Gonzalez, a grandee, lives over by the border. Seems like he's been receiving a lot of threatening letters demanding the family jewels that he's had in his possession all his life. Is that all? You got your nerve asking a man to ride 100 miles to do a boy's work. It might have been a joke of some local kid. Yes, yes, mine. But I recollect once that you got mixed up with a kid, with the name of Billy the Kid. Yeah, he was a kid, all right, but he was tough. He shot a man once on a $2 bet just to see which way he'd fall. Well, from what I understand, this district in here is full of varmints that'll make Billy the Kid look like a choir boy. Well, come on, let's get it over with. We've got to wait here for the local sheriff. He's got the lowdown, but he's been working on it. Well, this is a good place to rest our horses. We might as well get inside. You know, this night air is not so good for your rheumatism. You mean my strained muscles from pulling you out of tight places? Oh! A rattlesnake! I've been struck. Light a light, Nevada. Give me a light. I've been hit in 2 places. Hurry up, Nevada. Hurry up. I've been hit. What are you laughing about? What's so funny about being hit with a rattlesnake? A rattlesnake, nothing. You just got tangled up in a piece of old barbed wire. Why, you ought to know a rattler doesn't strike until he gives warning, old-timer. Don't call me old-timer. How do I know the rattler can see the rattle in the dark? They're blind in August and they don't rattle then. Sandy. What? There's your sheriff. Shot in the back. There's no evidence of blood around here. The dead mortal thinks that he was killed on the trail. Yes, probably dumped here as a warning to keep us away. Yes, but it's going to work out a little different than they expect. Come on, let's get started. You go out the end and see what happened. I'm riding into town. Yeah, looks like we'll have to move fast.
Grandfather.
I'll go in and settle everything with him right now.
No, let me go first. I'll prepare him with a big kiss and hug.
Think you might leave one of those here.
Hold the horses here. That's in our hand list.
You called me, Grandfather?
Are you in the habit of permitting young men to make love to you without a duel after a supper?
It is the custom of the United States.
Then perhaps I should send you to school in Mexico.
Away from you? Oh, you're only fooling me. You're just teasing me.
Perhaps.
He's in there.
But what can I do?
Well, Rangers, looks as though Agents McKenzie and Hopkins are going to have to get to that hacienda and get there mighty fast. And when they do
Hello,
get there...
Rogers, hello.
Oh, excuse me, Rangers. Rogers here, sir.
This is Commissioner Carey. My mind's made up, Rogers. We can't take any chances with all those lives on Pluto since the satellites. Put me in touch with Ranger Mason Hadley, Pluto Relay Station number 1.
Ranger Mason Hadley, Pluto Relay Station number 1. Wilco, sir, Wilco. Now, Rangers aboard the Excalibur, where Lieutenant Cromwell and Corporal McGovern prepare to give their lives to save Captain Video and the Video Ranger.
Yes, and I don't like this at all, at all. The galaxy's turning. She's heading for Comet X.
Don't worry, we'll get there ahead of them.
Would you listen to the man now? How can we be getting there ahead of them when they start first?
Video's no fool. He knows this will probably mean his death, but he isn't going to throw his life away.
This doesn't in the least answer me question, me boy. Oh.
What I mean is he'll move in slowly, cautiously, getting as close as he can safely before firing his first atom blast.
Oh, now I see which way the wind blows. While the good captain moves in slow, we'll be going in fast.
McGovern, it'll be a pity to waste such a fine intellect as yours. There's still time for you to get aboard that Jeep.
Horace, if I did that, how would you get along with that weak intellect of yours? It is too late for that now. There goes the Jeep.
Good. Then if you're ready, McGovern.
By the sword of Brian Brew, I'll never be readier than I am right now.
We're turning ship then and heading for Comet X.
Aye, lad. Comet X. Our last, our final mission.
While aboard the great Ranger rocket Galaxy, a monstrous bullet-like object heading for a flaming target.
Galaxy on space lane QXL2 to communications center. Come in, Rogers. Come in, please. Come in. Sorry, Captain, it's no use.
It's too bad.
Want me to contact Pluto Relay Station number 1?
I don't think there's much point to that, Ranger. Trying that for some 2 hours without any luck. That's Comet X's force blast, Ranger. Throw on the forward braking rocket.
Forward braking rockets it is, sir.
All right, reduce the thrust of the rear rockets.
Aye, aye, sir.
All right, steady as she goes. There. All right, we'll move in slowly now, Ranger. We'll get in as close as we can without melting the Galaxy's skin. Our own, for that matter. We can help it. Before we start blasting away.
Sir, is there any point in moving in slower?
Well, Ranger, I'm not exactly tired of living yet. I hope we can go on living for a little longer if we can manage it.
But when that explosion comes, and we hope it does, it'll ravage everything around for millions of space miles, including us.
Well, we can't be sure of that, Ranger. We don't know exactly what is going to happen. But we do know that if we get too close to Comet X, the intense heat will melt us into nothing but a blob of metal.
What now?
Looks like Comet X is acting up again. Take a look in the electronoscope, Ranger.
Aye, sir.
Careful, though. Those solenoids on there.
Great Ganymede, Captain. Glare is so great that I can't see what's going on, but something is going on.
Let me look. Looks like another envelope of gas is peeling off the head of Comet X. No, it can't be that, Ranger. Hard to tell what it is. You're right, the flashing light is blinding out. Oh, no!
What is it, sir? What is it?
Ranger, Comet X is split in two.
What?
Yes, it's split in half. Unless I'm sadly mistaken, one of those halves is heading straight for us.
Whew. Rangers, things are getting kind of rough up there with Captain Video. Hey, isn't it nice to be down here all nice and peaceful? With a package of Post Sugar Crisp on hand. Say, I hope you have this red, white, and blue package handy right now in your house. Because believe me, I can't think of a tastier cereal than Post Sugar Crisp, morning, noon, or night, and all times in between. As a cereal, all you do is just pour on milk or cream. No sugar needed. You see, each little puff of Sugar Crisp is coated with candy, and that makes some cereal or snack. And you know what else? You can eat Sugar Crisp like candy, right out of the package. That candy coating makes it so delicious. And it gives you quick energy, too, whenever you need it. You better remember to take a package with you when you go out to play. That candy coating is satisfying. Yes, sir. You better get a package or two at your grocer's first thing tomorrow. This red, white, and blue package, in either the regular or giant size, with the 3 bears on it. It's one of the famous triple-wrapped Post cereals. The first and only cereals ever guaranteed fresh.
As far off in the vastness of space, Captain Video sees Comet X break in two in Commissioner Carey's office on Earth.
Mr. Carey here.
Rogers here, Commissioner.
Oh, thank goodness, Rogers. I was afraid it might be that mechanical secretary of mine.
Oh, sir, I've got Ranger Hadley of Relay Station number 1 for you now.
Good. Put him right through.
Ranger Hadley here. Hello, Commissioner Carey.
Hello, Hadley. I've got some bad news for you.
Well, I've already had the news from Ranger Rogers, sir. It couldn't be worse, I agree. What do you think ought to be done?
Hadley, you've got to evacuate every man on those synth satellites of yours.
Well, Commissioner, that's impossible.
What do you mean it's impossible?
Well, if what Rogers told me is correct, if we have less than 24 hours left before Comet X reaches us, well, we simply can't evacuate 72 synth satellites in that time.
Suffering sunspots.
Oh, if you'd warned us earlier.
We didn't know any earlier. Well, look here, Hadley. Do the best you can. We'll hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Now, keep me posted.
We'll go, sir.
We only knew for sure. We could only contact Captain Video somehow and learn that comet's actual trajectory.
Meanwhile, in the Excalibur's Jeep.
Gosh, I wish I were back aboard the Galaxy. I'm not a hero, but, well, I kind of like to be near the captain when the 0 hour comes.
Yeah, I know how you feel, Tubby, but it's like the captain said, there's no sense in risking lives unnecessarily.
Yeah, but suppose the Ranger and the captain don't come through all right. Suppose that this is the end once and for all.
Oh, maybe that won't be it at all, Tubby. Maybe, well, there's always a chance.
Not this time, there isn't.
What makes you so sure?
Oh, I'm sure.
That isn't what Bascom asked you, Fraser. Why are you so sure the captain won't get through?
You'll find out soon enough.
We're gonna find out right now, Buster. What have you been up to this time? Come on, Fraser, tell us right now before I beat it out of you right now and here.
Okay, wise guy. There's nothing you can do about it now, anyway. You know, when I was installing that gyro on the Galaxy, it took your eyes off me for a few seconds. The rocket felt that concussion caused by the explosion from Comet X.
Go on.
Well, you weren't expecting that concussion, but I was. During the time you weren't looking, I reversed the Galaxy's electronic reactors.
You reversed it?
Yeah. It's very often done when you're checking over a rocket. But when it is, you always pull a safety switch. That's so that nobody will run the risk of being electrocuted. But I didn't bother to throw that safety switch.
Those nuclear cannons, when they start firing on Comet X...
Whoever fires the cannon will be electrocuted the moment he fires it. Oh, blast you face! No, Bascom, no, it's too late for that. We haven't got time. You've got to contact Captain Video if it isn't too late already.
You fools. Do you think I would have told you if there was any chance at all of reaching Video from here?
We've got to reach him. Bascom, you must.
Well, you can't. The Jeep's microwave isn't strong enough to reach the Galaxy from here. We're too far away.
Try, Bascom. Try!
Don't worry, Tony. Try. I've got just one thing to tell you. If I don't contact Captain Video, if we don't save him, then there's nothing in this universe that'll save you from me. Hello. Bascom calling Captain Video aboard the Galaxy. Bascom calling Captain Video aboard the Galaxy. Do you read me, sir? Please, do you read me? Bascom calling Captain Video aboard the Galaxy. Bascom calling Captain Video aboard the Galaxy. Do you read me? Do you read?
Things couldn't be worse for Captain Video and the Ranger. One half of Comet X hurtling toward them in space, yet they'll be in a worse spot if they start to use the nuclear cannon. Yes, there are thrills ahead, Rangers, so be sure to watch us next time. And remember, to take excitement and action, Video Rangers need a swell-tasting breakfast. If Captain Video were here now... Now, Rangers, a word for your parents. Every American child has the right to an education. American children are very fortunate in this respect because this condition is far from worldwide. In some countries, there is no public school system. In other countries, the school system is ineffectual. So you can be proud and thankful that learning is considered a basic right in the United States. But having a complete and well-set-up educational system is a responsibility, too. They're your schools, and only as good as you make them. Captain Video was played by Al Hyde, the Video Ranger by Don Hastings, and Commissioner Carey by Ben Lackland. Midshipman Bascom was played by Wright King, Lieutenant Cromwell by David Lewis, Lieutenant Fraser by Richard Kemp, Ensign Tubbs by Sam Weston, and McGovern by Cliff Dunstan. Captain Video is written by George Lothar. Your announcer is Fred Scott.